Hello everybody, this is Glenda with Fralins and Friends Crafts Plus. Not knowing what I'm doing with my hands right now. They are still in Rephidim. Or Rephidim, I don't know how it's pronounced. But Moses, the Amalek came upon the Israelites there in Rephidim. And they are they're warrior tribe of nomads. And they decide they want to pick a fight with Israel. Well, we know that Israel has not been in a real physical war. God has pretty much helped them with that, but here they are. And so what God does is he has Moses. I'm still trying to color code my characters. So I'm going to paint a small army here because they're probably more of a big army, but I don't have much of a choice. Okay. I did mix up kind of a pink toned skin tone. So, okay. The Amalekites, they are coming from this direction. Now this could be some armor for them. I don't know. But that's them. We'll call them robes. I doubt if they are robes. They're probably more armor than anything. But we're going to color them in red. And the Amalekites, they are descendants of Esau. Now, if you remember, that head's a little bit shape. Jeez. It's a good thing I can paint over things after they dry. That looks like an F, don't it? Okay. This is that pink skin tone. I'm not going to worry about facial features. That's just not what I'm going to do. But they do need... They need arms. But that doesn't really show up very well. I put the pink in it so it'd be different from the sand, but it still wants to blend in. So I'll give them red arms, I guess. Okay. Always remember with me, it's not about the painting. It's about the story that the painting is depicting so that all of you don't end up wondering what the heck's going on, I guess. I found some metallic silver. I didn't want that much. Because these guys have swords.
You recording?
Yeah. I put those pre-made burgers that were in the freezer.
Yeah.
Put them in the fridge.
Well,
You don't want to use those?
I helped Dwayne fix his lower portion of his grill.
Gonna have to. I hope that that will last until we're done. Okay. And the Israelites, we'll give them a few here. Now, how much experience do you think the Israelites have had fighting wars? Pretty much none, huh? Because God's done it for them. So they have probably, when these Amalekites, so I am sure that God provided something. Well, I know He did, but that He provided a way for them to maybe take some of their metal or whatever, and because we know that they have gold and silver with them. Now those may not be strong weapons, but they've got pots and, you know, their cooking pots and everything. So I imagine that they have somehow been instructed on how to, because I couldn't see in the chapter what they were fighting with. So I'm hoping that probably they used some of their items to make weapons. Now, Moses and Aaron Moses goes to the top of this hill. He is overseeing this battle. Okay, that's supposed to be his face. But he holds his arms up above his head. Anyway, he's up there above the crowd, above the battle, holding his hands up. Because as long as his hands are up in the air, he is, as long as his hands are up in the air, Israel is winning. But when his arms get tired, wrong paint. Green. Jeez, I can't control those darn things. All right. These are supposed to be stones. I think you probably had that figured out. Oh, Lordy, Glenda. I tend to make Aaron and Moses a little bigger. I don't know why. Well, I guess because they're kind of the leaders of the crew. And so I want to give them anyway. As long as his arms are up, he's fine. Israel is fine, they're winning. But if his arms go down, then the Amalekites start winning. Now there's another character comes into this at this point to also help. And by now they have set a rock under, or helped Moses to sit on a rock. And the two of them, Aaron and whoever he is, it's the first I've heard his name, and I've not found any other reference to him. It doesn't really give him a station, like if he's a elder. I imagine probably he is, but he and Aaron help hold up Moses' arms until the battle is won. And the Israelites who have never, and Joshua. Let's see. If you may remember from other stories, I think this is the first time he's been mentioned here. But we do find out and know that Joshua he's a leader when it comes to things like this. He is a leader who can handle himself in hard situations like this war and stuff. So God particularly named that Joshua was to go out, and I'm going to give this guy to be Joshua. And in order to distinguish him, I'm going to give him a belt. He's going to be a black belt. I chose black up here because I wanted it to show up good, and I'm running out of ideas of what colors to use. So if this looks like a little bit of a skirmish, I hope so. But then what what the Lord told, okay, I got to get this straight. Now, the Amalekites, they are descendants of Esau. Esau was Jacob's brother. So these two lineages are actually related down through the ages. They probably don't know it right now. But the fact of the matter is, the Amalekites are not good. They like to kill, they like war, they like tromping on people, I guess. So God takes a disliking to the Amalekites as far as they're fighting. And he swears that he is going to make their, I don't know how to put it. Because of the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So the Lord is protecting his people, not just here, but from generation to generation against the Amalekites. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen in the future there. But Joshua, I know, is several times leading these people. And, okay, I was trying to think what I was going to say. Oh, God instructs Moses when the war is over. He instructs Moses to take a scroll and write an account of this action and what happened, and to give it to Joshua, or to make sure that Joshua hears it as he is dictating it. So this is a prime example of God breathing the words into the ear of, or the soul of, the author. That's it for tonight. I'm not getting on camera because, well, I didn't get real well dressed today. We're running out of that. But this is a battle. Their first battle that they won on their own. Well, not on their own, with God's help. But it's the first physical battle that the Israelites have participated in and won. I will see you tomorrow. I've said it 1,000 times. I love you. Be sure to smile and wave. Good night.